Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Love Grows Tarot. I'm here to do a tarot card reading for the sun sign of Gemini in the month of September. If you like these readings, please subscribe. If you want notifications of upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. I will leave any descriptions in the description box below. I do take donations. You can go to paypal.me/lovegrowstarot and you can leave them there. I am guided by my tarot cards and spirits, so basically I just keep shuffling till the appropriate cards present themselves. These are general readings. They're not going to resonate with absolutely everyone, and the themes and energies in these readings will take place in the future, so you can come back and review them at any time. I start with 3 opening cards, one representing the past, the present, and the future, and then I follow through with the rest of the reading, ending with a subconscious card. So let's get started with this reading for the sun sign of Gemini in the month of September, beginning with a card representing the past. What does Gemini in the month of September need to know about the past? What is the past bringing forward that Gemini needs to know about? Dear Spirit, the past for Gemini in September. What is the past bringing forward for lively, charming, energetic Geminis in the month of September? So it's coming from the Page of Cups. So the pages are youthful, the pages are energetic, the pages are continuously learning. They're developing themselves, they're researching, they're exploring, they're finding new ways to improve themselves. They're just constantly in search of knowledge, in search of better ways to do things for themselves. So this is coming from your past. Maybe at one point in your past you were very studious, or you were really enthusiastic about learning new things or doing new things, or maybe you had a little bit, because they're the cups, they're very intuitive, they're very emotional, they're very sensitive. So maybe you also had a very nice relationship with the metaphysics or the esoteric arts, or maybe you just use your intuition a little bit more. You really sort of like relied on that a bit. So this card is coming through. It also, the court cards can represent people in your lives, people that you know, people that you met, people that have influenced you. Court cards also represent the personality of that particular type. And so this would be very sensitive, caring, loving, kind of intuitive kind of energy that this card might be asking you to take on more of. So look for the Page of Cups. Think about your relationship with this type of energy, and think about how you can, it can do for you at this present moment. See, now we move on to a card that represents the present, the energies of this present time. So we have another court card. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is going to be a little bit more mature than the pages. The Knights are dutiful, they're service, they're very busy taking care of things. This particular Knight represents the Pentacles. The Pentacles are your finances, your material possessions, your worldly goods. This particular Knight is is a lot slower moving than the other Knights. So very methodical, very practical, very down to earth. So this Knight is here at this present time. It could be a person that you know, a person that you meet, or a person that can influence you in a lot of ways. If you have to take on this personality, this Knight of Pentacles type of personality, then it's ways to sort of look around at your financial world, your material world, and how things are going. Do you need more planning? Do you need more methodical ways? Do you need more practical approaches to what you're doing? There also could be opportunity in your finances in a more natural setting, out in nature, agriculture, or just in a very sort of earthy kind of things that are very kind of earth related, like maybe finances, maybe in the material world. There might be some opportunities coming your way in those kinds of world. The material world would be like art, design, anything that has to do with a very Very, very, yeah, artistic kind of energy, because that's very much the Pentacles. So that would be design, that would be art, that would be, putting things together. So look for that for you in the month of September, because that energy is around. So we have cards coming your way. So people are going to be important in the month of September, which is fine, because Gemini is great at connecting with people and really sort of gathering different people and getting their personalities together to really get things done, get things moving, and get things transpiring and changing. So this is good for you in the month of September. You're really going to identify and connect with this kind of energy. So the next is going to be a card that represents the future. So we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is interesting because it's all about choices, and it's all about illusions. It's all about the choice. You'll be making choices, and these choices are going to be something that you really sort of have to get your head around. It can cause confusion. It can cause making unrealistic choices. Once again, we go back to the illusions. It can be about pipe dreams, so you've got all these plans and you're throwing them out there, but none of them are really landing because you're not really taking the steps to get them going. So in the future, be very mindful of the choices that you make, or how many choices that you take on, or how many areas and avenues that you go down. Maybe you're starting something and taking a turn because something else interests you. That's kind of a Gemini thing as well. You do get bored easily, so you're always like searching for something that inspires you, or the next thing that comes along. So you have to really sort of watch out for that and slow it down a bit. The Knight of Pentacles actually is a really good source, good kind of mentoring energy, teaching energy for this kind of thing coming up, because the way that they're going to look at things is they're really going to sort of plan things out and think things out and think about, what direction they want to go in. And if they go in that direction, they're going to follow through. That's one thing also about the Pentacles, is they have a nice follow through. So this is going to come up in the future, and it might either be something that helps you because you do have a lot of choices, you just got to make the right one, or it might be something that gets in your way because you're just steering off in so many directions that you're kind of like all over the place and scattered. All right, let's continue on with the next reading. So we have the Eight of Wands. So there's fast energy. This is quick moving energy. This is communication. This is expression. This is right up your alley. Things are going to start coming in and start moving fast in the month of September. So be mindful of that. Make sure you prepare for that. Make sure you're not missing any of your emails. Make sure you're connected socially to new things that might be around. Make sure that your eyes and ears are open all the time. You're not going to miss out on anything that may be important. And don't get sidetracked. That's what I was trying to say. So what's the next card here for the month of September? So we have the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles isn't the best card in the tarot. It's one of those ones that challenges people. The fives are something, they are challenging, because the fives are, if you look at the tarot cards, and each suite has the numbers 1 through 10, and 1 is the beginning and 10 is your completion. And 5 is kind of that hump in the road that either you get over it or you go back to the beginning and have to start all over again. So the Five of Pentacles is really about feeling senses of lack. Things are not you're sort of putting yourself in a position where you just feel like you're out in the cold. You might not feel like you're in the loop with anything. You're kind of like off a bit because these two are out in the cold, and there is a church window there and the lights are on and they can go in at any time, but they're not really, it's not there. They don't really see that. So that's the kind of situation that you'd be in. You'd sort of like, you're feeling like, oh wow, all this stuff's happening, and it's like we don't feel like, you know, we have any place to turn, and we don't have any direction to go in. We're just sort of like aimlessly wandering around. When in fact there are avenues. So if things are starting to happen and they're going in maybe sort of a less than positive way, there is help out there and there is solutions for it, but you just have to go out and find them. The Five of Pentacles can also be about relationships that really have run their course. They're not benefiting anyone. It's starting to feel like a real burden. So that's another thing that the Five of Pentacles is about. Ultimately, though, it's like you have to cross the fives. You have to. It's like life, where everything, you know, is going up, 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 and all of a sudden you get into that sort of like down period. And you can make it out of that, but you have to get over it. You have to cross the five. And the fives are going to be your challenges. So there may be some challenges coming for you in the month of September. And if you really put your mind to it and look for solutions as rather than just sort of sitting in the sort of negativity of it, then you'll come through and you'll be able to do that and teach yourself that, so that when you come across any fives, you'll get into an understanding of how you can move through that energy. What else for Gemini in the month of September? So we have a very nice card coming out of the Five of Pentacles. So this is the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is your wish card. So here we have a real fast moving energy, and it's going to take you through the five and bring you right up into the wish card. So if you're already feeling that kind of energy from the Five of Pentacles, maybe for the last little while, things are just, you're getting like hit by one thing after another thing after another thing after another thing, and it's just like weighing on you and weighing on you and weighing on you, and you're ready to move on. Well, this is going to happen, and you're going to come out with the Nine of Cups, and that's pretty awesome because that's like your wishes. So if it is for some of you, you're in a relationship and the relationship has just taken its course. It's just, it's just not what makes you happy anymore. Then this is sort of your little wish card thing here. If this is what sort of one of the wishes that you've sort of been leaning on, this is a really good indication of that. Or just in general, you're going to be coming out of like, some hardships or just some negative energies. The next card we have is another Cups, and this is the Eight of Cups. So this shows a spiritual quest. This shows moving on. Leaving this leaving a lot of things that don't air, emotional baggage basically is how I look at it. So you're leaving this emotional baggage and you're moving on, and you're on a quest, and you're in search of your true, authentic self, and you're in search of it in a spiritual way. So this plays out nicely with this cards in the sense that for some of you, if that is a relationship kind of thing, or just anything in general that you're leaving behind that sort of run its course, and now you're going to find yourself, on a spiritual path, which is going to be very empowering, transforming, and expansive for you. What else does Gemini need to know about in the month of September? Gemini. So we have the Ace of Wands. Aces are gifts from the universe. Aces are doors of opportunity opening. The wands are your drive, your ambition, your creative energy, your mind at work to, create things that you desire and create that kind of lifestyle that you want, or just creating anything that really is about your drive, your entrepreneurship, your ambition, your confidence. That's really coming together for you. So this spiritual journey that you're going on is really going to take you in a new direction. And it's going to really fill you with this confidence and this energy and this excitement and growth and just, a new it's like a new chapter. The doors close and the chapter ends and a new chapter begins. And this chapter is going to be very exciting and pretty awesome for you there. Gemini. Okay, let's move on to the next card. So the next card we have is the Cups. So we're really getting into your feelings this month. The Four Cups is complacency. It's about when you look at your life and you don't, and nothing really is satisfying, and it's like you don't look at yourself as being abundant, and you don't look at the abundance around you, regardless of how many things that you have. Abundance is a state of mind, and when you're thinking of things that you're putting all of your thoughts and all of your energy into these three cups, and you're missing the cup that's being gifted to you. So it's really about changing focus. Change your focus, whatever it is that is emotionally, that you're emotionally connected to in not a very positive way. Release it, and then allow the new stuff to come in, because it's there for you. This cup is being handed to you and you can't even see it because you're so focused on these three cups. So these three cups really fill you with emotions, and they really are drawing you away from things that you should be more aware of. So the idea is to get up off your feet and take this cup and then just go for it. The next card you have is the Major Arcana, which is awesome. This is the Sun, and this is like one of the brightest, happiest, successful cards in the tarot deck. So this is huge because this just means happy times, happiness. You got to remember about this though. You got to like take care of this so they can allow this energy to flow freely, or you're actually cutting off a lot of that energy. So whatever this is, this has to be taken care of. It's part of this emotional baggage here, and you're carrying it with you into a place where you shouldn't be carrying it with you, and you have to let go of it. And the Sun also represents sunshine. If you want to take it literally, it can be places that of intense sunshine, or just lots of sunshine or brightness. So you might actually find yourself in a place in the Southern Hemisphere. You might find a place where it's just really like sunny and bright, or you have a really good view of like a southern exposure. So sort of think of things like that. It also is, there's little children, there's animals, the free spirit idea. What else does Gemini need to know about in the month of September? So we have more wands. This time we have the Ten of Wands. So we go right from the Ace to the Ten of Wands. So you're really accumulating a lot of stuff. So once again, we're thinking about the Seven of Cups, where you take on a whole pile of stuff. Because it's so like tempting to like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And this is really about a burden, and about taking on so much that it's really weighing on you, and that you have to lighten the load. So it's really about delegation. Stop being a workaholic if that's where you sort of tend to go to, because you got all these wands, but you don't want to be like accumulating too many too fast and not really seeing your way out of it. So that's something to watch out for in the month of September as well. Really be careful about how much you're taking on, and even though we've got a lot of like really awesome energy cards here, this one's going to weigh you down. So there might be opportunities in the Sun, and this card's weighing you down, and you are once again, losing sight. So be mindful of that. Okay. So our final card of this part of the reading for Gemini. So let's see what this card brings to us. So we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a knight in shining armor. Cups carry love, cups carry emotions. Once again, we have a lot of cups in this reading of yours for the month of September. Yes, the Knight of Cups is the Knight of love. Somebody comes in and sweeps you off your feet. Very charming, very artistic, very sensitive, very loving, very nurturing. Sometimes with this Knight of Cups, though, they pass through. Because they're so in love with being in love, that they're really not in for a long-term relationship. So for some of you, that very well might be a romantic interest. For others, it's just a really nice wash of emotion, like emotional release and emotion, just more loving, caring, finding things to do. Because this is, again, the dutiful, serviceful knights. So they are out working and doing things and getting things done. So you might have this surge of energy, and with it comes this whole new surge of passion, and you're ready to get going and get things done, and it's going to be a real nice release from this Ten of Wands. Once again, court cards are people in your life, people that you meet, people that inspire you, parts of their personality that you should take on, the kind of energy. So if you have to take on the night, just put more passion into your work, be a little bit more caring and loving to those around you. Find new things that take you in that direction. And if it is a person, and just draw off their energy and draw off of, how their characteristics and the things they do, and how they deal with their emotions and their sensitivity and their intuitivity, and really sort of like learn from this energy that is passing through your life at this time. Okay, so that's going to be it for your reading for the month of September. We leave off with the subconscious card, and it is a major arcana as well. This time it's the Wheel of Fortune. So because we have the Five of Pentacles in here, the Wheel of Fortune is a good fortune card. It also means that life is continuously moving. It's like a circle. So when it goes up, and when it goes down, and then it goes back up again. So we're always in cycles. So if you feel that you are in a cycle, you have been in a cycle of, a little bit more negative energy, things are going to change and things are going to start moving up. And this is your subconscious talking to you. So once again, we go back to that idea of that kind of like lack mentality, or that mentality of just despair, or just not being able to find the solutions or find your way out of something. And your subconscious is telling you to keep in mind to be positive, and keep in mind to not to worry, and not let fear and not let doubt get the best of you, because in your mind you can also create this like cycle of movement and getting yourself out of this kind of Five of Pentacles energy. Crossing the five, that's the whole thing, right? Getting through the five, and you can learn to master it. So think about what your subconscious is telling you, and if your intuition is telling you that there's ways to do this, we can do this, and you're going no, start turning that around and start bringing more positive energy into the situation, and that way try looking for solutions. Even if you feel that the hardships are hard, but there's things out there, you just got to search for them. So that's going to be your reading for the month of September, Gemini. I hope you enjoy these readings. If you do, please subscribe. If you want notifications, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. I will leave any descriptions in the description box below. Follow me on Instagram. I do a daily reading there. #LoveGrowsTarot. I do take donations. You can go to paypal.me/LoveGrowsTarot and leave them there. And September is full of changes, and just flow with the changes and find solutions, and stop focusing on things that are holding you back, and lighten the burden, lighten up, whatever it is. Don't take on the whole world. Just, do one wand at a time, and this whole sun energy will flow through, and it's going to be really, really awesome when all this happens. You got to do the work. But when you do the work, it's going to be so, it's going to feel so good, and it's really going to make some really nice changes. All right, Gemini, stay safe, enjoy the month of September, and I will see you next time.